Xenia is an incredible creative retreat that is located in the bucolic landscape of North Hampshire. What first really drew me to Xenia was this idea that you had time as well as space to create. Also the fact that it was interdisciplinary. It could be an artist or a maker from any background and be welcomed there in order to create and expand your practice or take time to sit back and think. Another aspect that really interested me about Xenia was the etymology of the word, this idea of hospitality, but not just as an act, but also as a code, and something that is not only for strangers. So really thinking about this all-encompassing idea of welcoming people from different backgrounds, different disciplines from all over the world. So the title of the exhibition is On Tenderness and Time. I was given 17 different artists who did a residency from 2022 to 2023, and I found myself thinking, well, what brings all these artists together, apart from the fact that they spent time at Xenia? I realized that it was not so much about tying them together conceptually, but maybe tying them together emotionally. And I think this idea of tenderness is something that should be thought about more. There is a softness and a strength that's associated with that term, but also a little bit of pain. But that's okay, because it's about growth and time and change. And out of that, also really wanted to highlight the time aspect, because time moves in such a unique way when you go to Xenia. The exhibition is structured over 2 floors. On the ground floor, you have 2 rooms. And in these rooms, the artists have been divided into 2 groups. And the first room encourages more corporal associations around this idea of tenderness and time. So you might encounter elements of intimacy, touch, figuration, memory, anything that has a little bit more of an association with the physical and mental, emotional body. Then in the second room, we're expanding a little bit more, or leaning more towards this idea of time, and it might be elements of rhythm, meditation, repetition, all these different factors that might help one find a sense of normalcy or rigor or calm, and be a tool for perhaps overcoming certain feelings of tenderness. Then on the second floor, there is a reading room. Every year for these exhibitions at Xenia, there is a publication, and it was really my hope to create a further moment of calm and repose so that you could sit down with this book and contemplate, and in so doing, have your own little mini Xenia experience within the exhibition. Connecting all these people through this exhibition has been extremely interesting, challenging at times as well, but ultimately has been an exercise in finding connection. What that highlights to me, and hopefully anyone who visits the exhibition, is the sense of community, and how community takes careful looking and practice and also building. So hopefully what we'll get out of this is this idea that connections can be found, even when not necessarily expected. I hope that people will get a sense of discovery out of this exhibition. They might know one artist already, but through this process of conversations and encounter, then maybe find another practice that they connect with. I also hope they connect with the overall feeling of stepping into this space, of taking a moment, and it's something that they can carry out with them into their everyday lives, and hold on to as we just go back into the rest of our days.